Welcome back. My first guest this evening I met, just about a month or so ago at the Ramp Bamboozle, where a good time was definitely had by all, including the two of us. And I had a chance to see some fantastic art that is different than really anything I've run across before. And isn't it wonderful, all the panoply of unique expressions of one's creativity. It's my pleasure to welcome to the program for the first time, Ash Kirch. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Thanks for coming. This is just cool stuff. I don't know how good of a shot we've got, but folks at home, while you're enjoying our conversation, please note that our table this evening also is an original artwork. But let's go back to the beginning. Were you always a creative person? Were you always a drawer, a doodler when you were a kid?
I'd always just be bored and be stuck at home and never really going out. So I would just have like a sketch pad where I'd draw, or I'd paint whatever I could. I actually didn't start painting glass for like 3 years ago.
And what was there like an aha moment that you went, oh, this looks real cool, because golly, it sure looks real cool. It's just so beautiful. Talk a little bit about getting started with this medium.
Okay, well, for Christmas, I had maybe 10 wine bottles that were just hanging out on, in my room. I didn't have much money. It was probably Christmas Eve where I needed to get a gift idea quick. I was like, oh, I'll make these into lights. And like, oh, I need a drill bit and all this other thing, so that's kind of hard. And I had some paint markers that I bought previously like a month ago or so. And so I decided to strip the labels and use every person in my family, their initials, and put it on the front of the bottle. And then from there, it presented my new niche.
Certainly. And was there was it kind of an aha thing where you, as soon as you started doing it, you said, yeah, this is a thing, or were you just kind of experimenting a little bit and it grew on you gradually?
I was experimenting for the most part. What really was my aha moment was the Dan Aykroyd skull bottles. Because, I mean, you go online and you'll see the candy skulls or the sugar skulls, and
right.
That's not my thing at all. So I decided to make it my own, and each bottle, every glass, every bottle is going to be something different. I never do anything the same.
That being said, the skulls are pretty amazing. If you can see the, we'll do a little backside of this particular guy. And tell me again, the Dan Aykroyd reference, is this his?
Crystal head, skull head, yep.
The skull head.
You can get them at the liquor
Dan
store.
Aykroyd.
Ghostbusters.
Very cool, for sure.
Yeah.
As you were saying, I feel bad that there's not a little something for us to, I don't know, I totally would.
Though I like his bottles, I don't really love the vodka, so I'm more of a bourbon girl. If I could put bourbon in it, I would prefer to have a little glass on the side.
Well, maybe once the glass painting thing takes off, then you can have your own distillery.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
So these three glasses in the back. Let's talk a little bit about the tree thing, because it seems as though that's kind of a theme that recurs in your work. What's that about?
Definitely. I don't know. I focus on the mountains, so those are mountains, and those are my idea of mountains, but it just kind of hits home whenever I'm driving or whenever I'm near Salt Lake City, which I live downtown. You can see the mountains really well, and that's really my focal point, is that and trees. And you climb trees a lot. And I get hurt on them. Yes. I get very scratched up. Good thing I'm not wearing a dress. But you got to suffer for your art, I suppose. You do. Very cool. Hey, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and chat more. Sounds good. Ash Kirch is here. Fantastic glass work. We're going to take a quick break. There's so much more show. Don't you dare go anywhere. Welcome back, chatting with local artist and interesting person, Ash Kirch. Welcome back. Thank you. So let's talk about your materials, because if I look at this, I don't really get, obviously, and I'm not a big, I don't do art, but I wouldn't recognize what these materials are. Talk about your materials, your pens, I guess you said? Well, they're paint markers. And so I started with Krink, and that's a fine oil, fine oil-based paint that's in a marker. I just like the idea that it's not a brush, and the nice thing about glass is I could easily remove it if I wanted to. as soon as I don't varnish it, because that's what makes it stay. But so that's why I like that. But my big thing right now is, I might butcher the name, but it's Molotov. They're a Germany-based company.
I see.
And that is acrylic-based, and it's good for all surfaces because these are really graffiti markers. So they're meant for, you know, the walls or something else. I saw on their website people do shoes, so I'm like, I could do it on glass. And so, voila.
Voila! We're gonna get a shot of this amazing table here. It's a little difficult, but oh, great job, Chloe. Nicely played. Look at that. And in particular, the birch trees. Is there a connection for you for birch trees in particular?
I love the look. I don't know. There's just something very majestic about them to me. Same with the mountains.
Sure.
I don't know. It's like if I had a spirit animal, but not an animal, it would be, you know, a tree, and it would be that specific tree.
Spirit tree.
Spirit tree.
Absolutely.
It's a new thing, and I just made it up.
I think I would rather be a spirit tree than a spirit animal anyway.
Right?
So I think we also have some photographs of some of your other works kind of in different media. These are beautiful. Talk a little bit about this design.
Well, these are martini glasses, and the base was already there, and so I just wanted to do a very intricate design. It's really hard to describe it.
And the color is fantastic.
It really does glow.
Very nice chartreuse. What do we got next? Wow.
Those are candles.
Those are candles.
Yep.
I'm a little ways from the monitor, and
it's like
my
a
eyes
gel
are old.
form, gel candle in the middle.
I see.
Yeah, and
oh, nice.
something just about like sacred geometry or just anything with a design that really makes it go together.
I get a kind of a feeling of peacefulness from the repetition.
Exactly.
In the pieces. Is that a strong theme for you?
Yes. So how people, you know, do yoga or ride their
fantastic.
bike or anything, just doing anything that's kind of like a mandala or a style, and just the smaller to bigger to smaller or anything of that sort, it is very therapeutic for me, for the most part.
Great stuff.
Some more tables I've done in the past.
Are you finding that your style is changing or evolving or refining?
Refining, yes, indeed. Before it used to be bigger, and I'm really working more on small detail now. And white, I like white a lot because it makes everything pop.
Right.
Yeah, like the table.
I think what we need to do is we just need to look right into the wide camera there and convince everyone who's watching tonight that they need to get some of this amazing work. It's great to have it here in the studio, but you have to see it in person, folks. I'm telling you. Where should folks go online, etc., to see more of your work? I
don't have a website yet. I had an Etsy account, and nothing's really on it because I'm not very good with funds. So you could contact me on my email, which is ash, A-S-H, kirch, K-I-R-C-H, 228@gmail.com. And then I also have facebook.com/isci. I believe that's it. But
and
really,
how do you spell that one?
E-Y-E-S-I-G-H.
S-I-G-H. Cool.
And same with my Instagram. All the art is always posted on there. But really, my email or my phone number, contact me, and I'll do anything from it being something I already have or customized to what they want.
Say a ski helmet or something like that.
Such as a ski helmet.
Such as a ski helmet.
Speaking of.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being an awesome artist. This is beautiful stuff, and we really want you to be super successful, and we hope that being on Park City Television helps, and come back soon with more new stuff, and we'll do it again.
I would love to.
Awesome. Thanks, Ash.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, Ash Kirch, check her out. Tell me again what the website or your email is. ashkirch228 at gmail.com. Send her a note. You can have this woman create something according to your wishes and your desires. Good stuff. Quick break, weather, lots more music from somewhere in the attic. I'm having a very nice time. I hope you are too. We'll be right back.